Alright, so today I'm riding my dad's 2013 Kingquad 750. I've never ridden this before because he never really lets me ride this thing. He said it's his quad and I'm not ever going to ride it, so I'm surprised he's letting me ride this thing. So here goes nothing. The vibration on this thing's pretty crazy. Look at this. Alright, let's go off. We have a newborn calf right here, you can see. Hi, sweetie. Hey, little guy. His name's Praise because he was having a hard time being born, so I named him Praise. I don't know really why, but this thing definitely has some speed to it. It's a little different than the 400 I usually ride. Which that thing's in getting service right now. My dad brought it into some shitty shop he likes, but whatever. His four-wheeler, not mine. I just get to ride it whenever I want to. Got some deer ahead here from Bambi. I always stop for the deer and just find their mothers again. Go on, Bambi. Go on, Bambi. Yeah, come on. There you go, Bambi. Bambi, go. This quad rides real smooth. It's a very big difference from the 400 I usually ride in terms of power, in terms of how it feels in general. I mean, this thing has some depth, as you can tell. It picks up real good. Not clicking the... Ooh, what the fuck was that? Got fucking animals all over the place today. That clicking noise you hear is my tear-offs on my goggles, so hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. I normally don't wear a helmet when I go out in my quad in my woods because it just gets annoying. I'm not really doing anything special. I'm not going over jumps or nothing, so. But I thought I'd wear one today just in case. I like wearing a helmet anyways. It kind of feels good. My buddy Damon's over in the beach right now. Probably on his way there. But so a little update on my bike. I was going to sell the 250 and grab a 150 SX, or I was actually thinking about a YZ125 as well, but I got talked out of that. Apparently the YZs are a lot of maintenance, and I don't have the money to spend maintenance-wise. I mean, I have the money for a new bike, yeah, but the bike keeps breaking down. I'm not going to be able to keep on it. I'm not going to be able to keep getting the money to fix it and whatnot, and plus I'm a KTM guy anyways. So I was looking at the 200, the XCW. I really feel comfortable on that bike. The 250 in the woods is a whole lot of bike. And I was talking to my local shop mechanic. His name is Dylan Garmley. He's a good racer and real good mechanic as well. And he said, well, I wouldn't sell a 250 if that's the right bike for you, because you're going to grow out of it. You're going to grow out of a 200 or even a 150 real soon, because that bike, it has a lot of power for you, but you're going to get tired of it by the end of the summer. And I'm like, well, I don't have the money to just keep buying new bikes and whatnot. He's like, yeah, I know that. So he's like, neither do I. So, you know. So what I ended up doing was putting the stiffest spring in the power valve, and basically what that's going to do is it's going to help tame the bike, because the 250 out of the corners and right out of the gate, it's just fucking gnarly as shit, and like through the woods and on the rocks and roots, this gets pretty sketchy real fast. And I thought I could handle it, but that's thought I would get to taking used to it, because I don't know, I get used to things pretty quick usually, and I am used to it, but it's just needs to be tamed just a little bit. That 252 stroke, it puts out a whole lot of power, and it's my first 2-stroke, like I said before. So, but with that said, the 2-stroke power, I am much more comfortable on the 4-stroke power. I don't know why, it's not like a scary thing to me. Some people think 2-strokes are scary, but I like the power of the 2-stroke. I feel a lot more comfortable on that than I do on the 4-stroke. The 4-stroke just kind of lugs around everywhere. I hate that feeling. The 2-stroke, you can throw it around the woods. So that's what I'm doing with my bike. Hopefully that'll, if the stiffest spring in the power valve makes a difference, I'm going to keep the bike, and I'm going to put a whole lot of money into it. Getting ready for my first race, which is the 13th of July. My birthday is tomorrow. Happy early birthday to me. And I'm going to be getting a lot of new riding gear, I think, and probably some money to put into my bike. This thing fucking picks up, I'll tell you. Like half throttle, just fucking picks up from behind. I'm not quite sure why. Probably the fact that it's still on a 50. I'm going pretty easy on this quad because it's my dad's machine, and I'm not gonna ruin it by any means. I don't usually ruin machines anyways, but only when I'm being stupid. This hill is fucking crazy, I'll tell you. Big boy hill. I gotta get this freaking log and all these rocks out of here. It's just too treacherous on the bikes. I mean, I'm sure I could do it. I don't think I've ever tried my 250. Oh no, I have tried my 250. Before I got in my crash, I did get it up. Alright guys, hold on, I got to get this. Potty break. Fucking bugs. So my buddy was telling me about this fucking bug apparently that lives in South America. And whenever you poop, it goes up the pee hole. And I was like, oh. So I won't be living in South America anytime soon. These goggles, I really recommend them. They're liquid image goggles, video camera goggles. They're the Impacts. They make them all different ones from water. They're kind of like the GoPros. And they're real nice goggles. The video camera quality on them things are real nice, actually. I like the angle of them too. It gets more of like out front. So, rather with the GoPro, it gets more kind of on the quad area, right here and a little bit of the front. But when I start racing, I'm gonna have both cameras going, so I got double the view, and that'll be pretty sweet. I don't really see the point of having both cameras going right now. If you guys want that, then let me know. But fucking flies. Wow. Pretty sweet machine. My dad picked this thing up, I think it was like 7,100, I think. I don't know, something like that. We've bought like 4 or 5 machines from the same place. They just give us killer deals. And we're pretty much good friends with them now. Not even pretty much, we are good friends with them. Me more so than my dad, but my dad likes more of what's this place called, Tri-City Garage, which if you ask me, they're fucking doo-doo. And they're assholes too. It's one thing if they were good at like mechanics and they were assholes, but my dad seems to think they are good at mechanics. So I don't know. That's where he brought the Kingquad 400 at. So we'll see how it goes. Ow! Fucking rose bushes. Sick. Sky Motors, all this shit right here. One of the cool things about the Kingquads is it has multiple compartments to put stuff in. One right here, one in the back, behind the gas tank. They're waterproof, so you can put your phone in there or whatever. I personally just keep my phone on me because in case someone calls me, I won't be able to hear it inside there, so, or feel it vibration. But this quad, it handles real nice, but it's a bit wide. I'm not sure if I like it or not. It's still being broken in too, so I'm not gonna go, for 2 reasons I'm not gonna go hard on it. One, it's being broken in. And 2, it's not my quad. So I was surprised to see this thing has Duro tires on it, which nobody really runs Duros on many machines, dirt bikes, quads, I don't know, motorcycles maybe. I got a fucking itch in my ear. But nobody that I've ever seen runs Duros, but this thing came stock with them on, so I don't know if Suzuki had like a thing with Duro or something, I don't know. But my other 400 and my 500 both have Maxxis tires on it. A lot of people are sticklers for tires, and me and my buddy are just talking about this. Just saying, if the tire works, it works, you know? I mean, yeah, I'm sometimes care about brand. Like, I don't like Bridgestone too much. I love Pirellis, though. I have Dunlops in my tires, on my bike, because stock on it, and they're good tires. I mean, Dunlops, I mean, you can't really beat Dunlops. Thing couldn't haul his ass. I think it just killed about 5 frogs. Sorry, frogs. Go down to the highway, see what's going on down there. You know, I've seen a lot of people who just sit down while riding, and they wonder why they're not fast. And I'm like, well, if you stand up, you'd actually be surprised how fast it can be. I'm not gonna stand up too much because I'm not even riding this thing hard. I'm just casually riding it down through here, just kind of for fun, but on the bike, if you ride sitting down all the time, you're gonna be wicked slow. I mean, unless you've like really gotten used to it. But nobody goes over a jump with motocross guys. Nobody goes over a jump sitting down. Nobody. I don't do jumps because I'm a motocross guy. But I mean, I do little jumps, I guess, but not the big fucking 40-footer booter shits. If you ask me, I mean, they're cool looking from the outside, but and yeah, I guess I'd hit one if I had a motocross bike, but I knew what I was fucking doing. But they're not too much fun to me. To me, it's not about the speed you go, it's more the technique, and through the woods, the flowing feeling of it. It's just so much better than motocross. There's not even a fucking comparison. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, doggy. Alright, I guess we'll have to go this way. Find a new trail down through here. Whoa. Not going down there, that's for sure. I only got 2 things of gas left, holy. Alright, well, that was a short ride. Straighten up a little bit. Braking shit. Oh, I know where I can go. So, back in April, I think it was, before I got in my crash, yeah, it was April. My dad went down through here, and you're gonna see a little wire that goes across. He, I guess, didn't see it or wasn't judging it right, but he ran in right into it and flipped my my yellow Kingquad. This thing right here. He ran right into it and just flipped it. He went tumbling down. This thing freaking kicks off, dude. So, I think I've talked a little bit more. I think I've talked about it before, but the Kingquads in general. Quad reach there, but all of the Kingquads have a lot of potential to the quads. This quad stock is 750, and the 500 stock, there are workhorses. I'll tell you. Even the 400, that little bitch can haul shit. And that's a fun-ass squad to ride in trails, too. And it'll get you through anything, any kind of mud situation. And being a Suzuki, they're all very, very durable quads. Call this roller coaster hill or your roller coaster ride. It's just that. Huh. Now I have 4 bars of gas. What the fuck? Whatever. Guess we can go for a longer ride. Just staying stable. I'd probably put, if I had this quad myself, I'd put some money into it and make it a great trail machine. I mean, this thing stock out of the box is just fucking crazy. Already. I think a lot of people would love this machine for just either work or going to around with your buddies on the weekends, I don't know what, but I would absolutely love to own one of these 750s. Like to myself, not one my dad has. This army green though is pretty sharp. I would definitely say that this quad is almost like a jack-in-the-box kind of thing. It just kind of spooks you. Because at first you're riding it, and it doesn't seem like much at all until you get the very bottom end. You get to the top end, it's fucking crazy. This quad does sound pretty good stuck too. Doesn't sound the best, but it sounds decent. So, a lot of people prefer a brand new machine when they're riding them, and I like somewhere in between of a new machine and already broken in. The seat has to be nice and comfortable. There's a new trail right there. Back up, people. We're gonna take a new trail. And you know, for my bike, it doesn't have a lot of hours on it. I mean, maybe 5 hours, maybe. And then I crashed it, so. But, excuse me. I think this is the Ridgeline Trail. Where it leads to it or something, I don't know. Maybe not. This shit's pretty sketchy. Oh, mother of God. Holy guacamole. Oh, this is a different trail than Ridgeline Trail. This means it's a new trail. Well, I would not ride my bike on here. These trails are terrible for bikes. Completely rutted out and rooted out and tree limbs everywhere. Okay. Go on this one. I've been on this trail before, so I guess we're back at square one. Right back where that muddy pine thing is. Yeah, right there. Well, that did nothing. Now, if this was my wheeler, I would go get it wicked muddy in the swamp over there. And have a good time over there, but I'm not gonna do that. So my question to you guys today is like, I'm gonna start doing a question of the day. Some people prefer 2-strokes, some people prefer 4-strokes. What do you prefer? I know that I definitely prefer a 2-stroke for anything, any kind of riding. I've never been on a motocross track though, so I can't say about that. You know, road riding, 2-stroke. Woods is a clear 2-stroke. That's where my element is, the 2-strokes in the woods. I rode a 09 KX 250F. For about a year and a half, and then, no, probably a year. And then, I rode that thing pretty hard, and I needed the top end, and I pretty much just sold it off to some, actually no, I sold it off to my, the shop manager, and he gave it to his son, and gave it after the top end rebuild. But that was a sick bike, Pro Circuit TI4R exhaust, fat bars and all that crap. But it was my first 250F, and I rode that thing. Rode it all the time. When I got home from school, I rode it. Throughout the whole summer, I rode that thing, and it was just, I took care of it like it was my baby as well. But needed a new top end after riding, of course. So there's those swamps I was telling you about. I've taken you before here. Turn my big ass around here. One of the bigger things you gotta calculate when driving a big machine like this is it's bigger. It's wider, and the engine is much more bigger, so. A lot of people that I know of are like, oh, you have a quad, dude, that's fucking gay. Alright, well, it takes no skill, or dirt bikes take no skill at all, and that's just where you're flat out wrong. Even if you ride a dirt bike casually through the woods, through the motocross track, on the trails, on your property, I don't care what the fuck you ride it on, or a quad on that matter, you're still gonna sweat. And so, well, let me correct myself on that. You're still gonna sweat if you put a hard day of like riding in, or a hard bit of riding in. If you're just gonna ride around like this, I don't know, scenic route, whatever, obviously you're not gonna make it sweat. But I mean, the guys that are the balls to the wall on their machines and riding it really hard, and, you know, having a blast, you cannot say it's not a sport, because it is a sport. And for someone to say it's not a sport, oh, what the fuck, I always take this fucking wrong one. For someone to say it's not a sport, to ride, even to ride dirt bikes, not even to race them, but racing is a whole other story. Racing dirt bikes and quads is 100% a sport. Me personally, I like dirt bikes a whole lot better. There's a different feeling you get on a dirt bike rather than on a quad, and I love that feeling. Quads are more something for me just to have fun on, just kind of tool around on, take a break from the bikes, whatever. It's a good thing I got plenty of them to ride on, so, but you cannot say dirt bikes and quads are not a sport. You just can't. Unless you actually rode them hard, know what you're doing, and actually in a competition with either your good buddies on your land, or I don't know, you're actually in a race like I usually do, or not even usually, I don't know. I miss talk whenever I'm riding. If everybody else has that problem, leave in the comments. I fucking sound like a retard when I'm driving a quad and trying to talk. Or even a dirt bike. I can't commentate on a dirt bike. There's this kid from Western New York I found on YouTube. His name's Ian Howes. If you don't know him, look up on YouTube. Go to my channel and go to subscriptions, I think. I have him subscribed on there. But he commentates while riding his bike. And I'm just pretty amazed at how he can do that. I mean, I know people do that all the time, but for me, I'm not a multitasker really. And I always try to stay focused while I'm riding the most I can, which is probably why I'm pretty good. Oh, another thing. That brings me up to my next topic. Bragging and saying you're good and you're this and you're that. Calling other people names. A real rider will never call another person name. Never. Because every rider starts out being retarded, don't know what the fuck they're doing. And that's just point blank. I started out on a Kodiak, Yamaha Kodiak 450, and had a 4x4 when I first started riding it, and now only has 2x4. I don't know why. I guess because it's been flipped and rolled and beaten to living hell. That's how I started to learn to ride. We got that quad for free. Bought it with our farm about, what, 3.5 years ago? No, 3 years ago. 3 years ago. So we bought the farm 3 years ago June. So, but every rider that's a real rider and rides for a passion, not only a sport, but because it's their life, like me, and they don't talk shit to anybody, nobody. And that's just a life lesson you should always learn. Never talk shit, because you don't know when the fuck that person's gonna come out next year or whoop you in a race, or you're not gonna be unstepping it or whatever. She's gonna come up from behind you and you're not gonna be able to get up to him in a race. It's just, there's no point in bragging anyways. So what if you're that good? Don't brag about it, be humble about it. Know that you put the time and the effort into being that good, and that's what got you that good. But don't talk shit to other riders. That just pisses people off, and it pisses me off a lot to see some other rider talking another rider down. Anybody that talks shit to another rider, I always try and prove them wrong. know, I've worked with, I mean, I'm nothing special. I ride dirt bikes and quads, and I race some, and you know, I'm good, yeah. But this is my first year racing, and I mean, I'll definitely be up there in the scoring by the end of the season. I'm just kind of thinking maybe 1 or 2 races to get used to it, the whole racing thing. But I'm really fast on my bike. That's just that. But with that said, I don't want that to sound like I'm bragging or whatever, because it kind of sounds hypocritical. Because I'm not bragging, and I don't like the attention that people give me for being good at riding. I don't like anybody getting attention for being good at riding, to be honest with you. Being good at anything, really. And quite honestly, I don't get that much attention now that I think about it. I mean, I've gotten a couple people saying I'm really good at riding, people that come over and watch me ride with me or whatever, and just say, dude, you can really go far with this. And I say, thank you, you know, that's just nice to hear, because it is something I really like to do. It's my passion. People ask me, wouldn't you rather have a car, a real nice car, over a dirt bike or a quad? And I'm like, absolutely not. Your passion is your passion, my passion is my passion. I would prefer a Kingquad 750 over a Lamborghini Aventador any fucking day. You give me a Lamborghini Aventador, I would sell that thing and buy a lot of quads and dirt bikes. That's what I do with that money. Call me crazy, but that's just what I like. And that's what makes America, I guess. This commentary is kind of all over the place, isn't it? Whatever. It is what it is. This thing has what? 1.6 hours on it. That's it. This thing is hardly broken in yet. Not even broken in. This thing is not even close to being broken in. The break-in hour is 20 hours in these things. So, but some people say really go easy on the quad breaking in. I agree with them on that, but don't put around like you're fucking retarded. It does take a little bit of opening the gears up, not the gears, but the throttle, and you know, really opening the quad up, getting the engine used to being up there. If you just put around all the time, it's not going to open it up at all. You know? So I'm really excited to get my bike back from the shop. I brought it into Ronnie's. They're doing it for free, putting the new stiffest spring in. And they're really, I like them a lot. Like I said, I think I was coming right down through here before. They are really good friends of mine. A couple of the guys there are just awesome guys. Before, the only thing that really the shop lacked was their mechanics, which is obviously a big thing.